And on this Thursday, June 4th, 2026 edition of Newsmakers, the St. Paul, Minnesota City Attorney's Office says it is not charging the protesters who interrupted a church service. On January 18th, more than 30 people were arrested after an anti-ICE protest at City's Church in St. Paul. All have entered not guilty pleas to alleged crimes of conspiracy against the rights of religious freedom at a place of worship. The attorney's office determined there is insufficient evidence. However, the office continued, saying this decision not to charge should not be interpreted as an endorsement of unlawful behavior or public disorder. A California megachurch is launching a sweeping review of its leadership culture and accountability practices amid an ongoing abuse investigation. This comes after Bethel Church placed Pastor Ben Armstrong on administrative leave in February. A former student alleges Armstrong groomed and sexually abused her while attending Bethel's ministry school in 2009. Church leaders say an independent investigation remains underway and that outside experts have been brought in to review governance and operations. Bethel also announced it no longer endorses Todd Bentley, Mike Bickle, Sean Bowles, or Bob Hartley. The church says it has implemented reforms aimed at improving accountability and safety. A priest has been removed as the exorcist of D.C.'s Catholic Archdiocese after making a series of comments about UFOs. Cardinal Robert McElroy announced yesterday that the Archdiocese was cutting ties with the St. Michael Center for Spiritual Renewal and its leader, Monsignor Stephen Rossetti. Rossetti reportedly made statements linking UFO sightings to demons. McElroy said the comments and other social media posts undermined the Catholic Church's very precise teachings on the devil, demons, and exorcism. Bishop Barton Gordon of Goma in the Democratic Republic of Congo is calling for support as the country battles its latest Ebola outbreak. Gordon is urging the global community to provide prayer and financial support. The bishop says local churches are working to combat misinformation and promote hygiene measures. Health officials have reported about 250 deaths and more than 1,000 suspected cases since the outbreak was declared in May. Meanwhile, the World Health Organization has designated the crisis a public health emergency of international concern. Biola University is acquiring Phoenix Seminary and rebranding the Arizona school as Talbot Seminary, Phoenix. The Scottsdale campus will become a regional location of Biola's Talbot School of Theology. The merger will create the second largest non-denominational seminary in the nation, with more than 1,800 graduate students. Leaders say the deal was driven by concerns about the long-term challenges facing smaller seminaries. Biola says it hopes the campus will begin operating under the Talbot name in August. Wycliffe Bible Translators is celebrating the completion of the Bible's translation into its 800th language. The organization says complete Bible translations have doubled from 400 in 1998 to 800 today. Wycliffe reports that 500 million more people have gained access to Scripture in their mother tongue over the last 5 years. Executive Director James Poole called the milestone an extraordinary moment for world missions. But the organization says about 6,600 languages, representing about 1.5 billion people, still do not have a complete Bible. And that's Newsmakers for this Thursday, June 4th, 2026 edition. I'm Keith Black.